And Kara, if you would put yourself on mute, that'd be great. Also, keep us unless you have some. So I'd like to welcome you all. This is Friday evening, 8 p.m. Eastern time. It says I'm going to be coming from Sarasota, but that's actually in near Boulder, Colorado. And so you're in the connection field, and this is the sound connection. We're opening to sound vibration, that everything is sound, everything is music, because everything vibrates. And we are each unique symphonies of sound and vibrations. As we get to understand and open to more sensitive or intuitive, we can sense and feel that, and maybe even see that. So this sound connection, it's a special program for the Connection Field, which is a global service project initiated by our community of mentoring stewards to provide online community support and connection during these unprecedented times of COVID-19. So even though we may be asked to self-quarantine, to social distance, to stay at home, that doesn't mean that we're alone. So we welcome you to join us in the Connection Field. And we are live each day from noon to 5, which is the Resonance Lounge, but there are also programs, wonderful programs happening in the morning from 7 a.m. Eastern time, and a fire ceremony, wonderful one that I tuned into afterwards today. So, and other people here, I guess we know, they're, also participate in helping to facilitate the Resonance Lounge, as well as connection to the mystical energies of Rumi and let me see, and Oriana, I guess, sometimes works or plays with sound and movement as well. So without further ado, so I am actually in the process, I will be in the process of moving, so I'm not as fully prepared as I usually am, but I'll take that as I feel all the wonderful energy of people here, that I feel the support, and that's partly, I think, why we are coming together here is for that energy of support, which is music, which is heart connection, which is affirmation of each of us in who we are and our unique music that we bring to the table or to Zoom. And
Henry, if you got to leave a minute to get some of your instruments, just ask Naheed to sing.
Oh, okay, thank you. No, actually, I have everything, all my friends here, my instrument friends, that is. So the intention of this time is to be a space where you can just relax, where you can and receive. And so many of us don't enter into that space of receiving, or even if we receive acknowledgement or something. And so that's my intention here. It's also, the second intention is also for planetary healing. And yeah, that's probably enough. So I invite you to just, let's begin with a little heart attunement. So we join together And the breath is a good way to take our hand and lead us into this our time together. So I invite you to take a few easy deep breaths in your own rhythm, timing. And in the exhale, feel a release of any tension, anything that you are carrying, the tension from the day or what is not serving you. Just release. You might even kind of shake your body a little bit to encourage it to move through. And what we release, know that the earth will transmute that. And I invite you to put your right hand on your heart and your left hand over your right hand, or maybe just one. And sense your connection with the mystery, the great mystery of the heart. And sense or open to our hearts here on this call, connecting. And now feel your heart connecting with family, friends, loved ones, near and far. And now connecting with people in the town, village, or country that you're living in. During these unprecedented times, it is that heart connection that is so important, that feeds and nourishes us. Now feel the connection with other peoples, other countries, people in other countries on the continent where you are right now. And now see the threads of this connection extending out across the oceans to connect with people all around the world. And now invite you to imagine that you're sending roots down, maybe a tap root or cord down into the heart of Mother Earth. So bringing this heart connection all the way down to the earth. Feel yourself connecting with the waters across the planet. To the lands. To the animals. to the birds that fly and the fish swimming. And maybe even imagine a special place in nature that you know of, or maybe just from your imagination. And sending gratitude to our planet, to Mother Earth, for all that we receive, the wonderful, nourishing foods, the beauty, the wonder. And Mother Earth sends back that love 100-fold. Allow yourself to receive that love. You might even feel the embrace of the mother, who so loved each and every one of us. And now imagine that you and that all of us are surrounded by a column of light, of effervescent, healing light. As we open and move in the opposite direction, going upward through our chakras, through all our chakras, upward through the crown chakra, up to the heavens above and to Source, the source of the inspiration and the source of creativity, the impulse to create beautiful things, to bring love and joy into the world. And last, extending gratitude to Source, however you perceive. And feel the love in return. Feel it in your heart space and maybe throughout your body, in the cells of your body. And last, I invite you to open to an intention for this sound healing time. For yourself or for someone, maybe healing for someone that you know that could use some support. And I am going to be beginning sound now, and know that you will receive from the sounds created what is in just the right way for you. And I invite you during this that you're welcome to make sounds as well if you are drawn to in your space. opening to source, opening to the angels, your guardian angels and support team. And just make sure that you are comfortable. You can even lie down if you have a space to do so. Hey. So I invite you just to be in your experience. Notice. Notice what your body is experiencing. Your heart, your mind, your spirit. Just perceive and take another moment or two to receive. And return to your intention, if you like. And taking all the time you need, just begin to return back to the space that you are in. You can wiggle your toes, your fingers, or even your nose if you feel drawn to. And gently, when you're ready, open your eyes. And welcome back. And if you feel welcome, Vijay, Eli, Lee, and invite you to share something about your experience, if you feel moved to.
Well, it's Kate in South Dakota, and I just want to thank you, Henry. That's always such a beautiful experience. And today I was just kind of focusing on this, the may all beings everywhere, may all beings that are plagued with sufferings of body and mind quickly be freed from their illness. May all beings swiftly attain Buddhahood. Was flowing through me, and I was focused on the water this week. You know, I always want to give you the experience you give me. I'm not trying to. It's almost like, well, if I look, it's like the wizard behind the curtain. Not sure how you generate all the beautiful sounds you do, but it's so wonderful.
Thank you, Kate. There's feeling a lot of and seeing a lot of water energy, as well as an interesting bird that hangs out by the ocean. I was seeing some sandpipers. I think that's name of them.
Thank you, Henry. My body was relaxed. My mind was so quiet. My heart was present, feeling the joy. In the beginning, I enjoyed watching you enjoy doing what you are doing, enjoy watching you playing. And then I opened myself to receive the vibrations. And there were some moments it was magical, the way that it was coming through. And feeling the vibration was permeating through my body. It's like I was not as solid as I was, that it became part of me. And it's like it's feeling my own vibration, because only the vibration can penetrate vibration. It was a beautiful experience. And it's like very effective meditation, you know, to bring all these elements together in harmony with that flow. Beautiful, thank you.
Thank you, Nahid. I was actually trying a couple new things and opening to the energy of the whole group, of everyone here. And I saw everyone together as one bird. And it was powerful for me, and also just opening as well to seeing how this medium can send energy, or if exploring sending energy through some movement.
Definitely, I did experience that. Thank you.
Thanks.
Henry, you asked what we were led to or felt. Actually, I had a conversation this afternoon about somebody who was talking about sitting in. And I said, well, you can just sit in and listen. And then it dawned on me that often people are asked to comment. And I thought, well, I think I can go in and change my name. And I don't know if you all can see it. Does it say here to listen? And it dawned on me that if somebody wanted to come in and just listen and be present, what they could do is kind of, you know, we go on mute anyways, because the mute is to clear out the background. But if somebody wants to just listen and not feel a pressure or obligation to talk, one thing they could do is sort of what I did here was to say, okay, here to listen or whatever. And that's a polite way of telling whoever is moderating that, you know, I'm here to listen, okay? I'm not here to comment, I just want to listen. And so I thought, well, let me see if that works. And if that works, I can do that. But as I'm talking, I have to ask Kate something, if I can. And this dawned on me when Kate was talking. I don't know what you're doing at 4 o'clock on Mondays, but if you would show up on the session that I give, I would love for you to share your perceptions. I've watched you over a course of a lot of these talks, and I find it interesting. And it's like she kind of sits back and takes in all this stuff and then comes out with these things every now and then. And I wonder what she would say if she's just given the opportunity to share a little bit about your whole perception of things. So if you're interested, I'm planning to be there Monday at 4. So if you would like to come, I'd love to give you a little bit of time to just share and maybe share what you're picking up on all of these and whatever. So even if it's just to listen, I'm there to listen. So I understand completely. Thank you. I'm complete.
Well, Henry, my deepest bow to you, sir. Thank you very much. I just wanted to let you know that the journey was wonderful. The journey was peaceful. And I just wanted to say thank you very much for bringing forth beautiful energy, filled with love. So have a wonderful evening. Thank you very much for having me here on this call. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Randall. Have a beautiful, great to have you with us and have a beautiful dinner.
I was about to ask, how was the dinner? I didn't even have the dinner.
The dinner was absolutely fantastic, and including the beautiful tones and toning that was provided throughout dinner. It was quiet, delicious, and the vibrations that were coming through the water molecules in every cell of my being was absolutely fantastic. So it completely lit me up right from the heart. Thank you.
Henry, I just want to jump in because I wasn't on the call because I had to make that phone call, but for some reason you were up in the corner of my screen while I was having to have this phone call. And what I loved was maybe similar to Nahid, but it was so beautiful. Like I couldn't hear, the sound wasn't on or anything, but I was watching your movements and the way you were playing and the way that you handle so delicately the instruments, and it really brought joy to my heart. It was like I had to be doing what I was doing, but it was like it was just permeating. The energy was permeating the field, right? It's a field. So I just want to, I'm just glad this is the first call I've gotten on for the sound connection, and I'm thoroughly blessed, and thank you for always showing up. Yeah, and nice to see everyone in the evening hours.
Thank you. Great to have you visually present, and there is, at least for me, there is a deep connection with our seeing and our hearing, that or at least potentially. So, thanks. And yes, Ken, you don't have to say anything. So that's kind of important too. And maybe sometimes people just want to rest in the experience because it takes a little while to digest. So you have a choice. It's great to see your son there, Eli. Did I say your name right? Or daughter? No. And what is the name?
the sun. Yeah.
What's your name? Mark.
Hmm.
A little. Oh. Can you hear me?
Turn your volume up, Ely.
Oh, I just have to get closer. Hi, everyone. Thank you, Henry. It was very enjoyable. I think Mark enjoyed it too. Thank you.
Great to have you here.
It's good to spend a Friday evening with friends. Mm.
So if you haven't checked the calendar recently, there are, especially this week, some new events happening, and in the evenings as well as in the mornings. And there's a fire ceremony each morning, which is very beautiful.
Henry, I want to say thank you. I'm happy to have stayed awake to hear that. It was really, I felt everything in my body, and well, I have no words. And is it every week at the same time? Okay.
Yes, every Friday. Yeah.
Okay, now I'm gonna sleep.
Yes, it's late where you are.
Yeah.
So thanks for being here. Have a beautiful night.
Thank you.
I mean, look at this, the level of intimacy when we go to each other's bedroom now. Hallelujah. Good night, my dear.
So this may be a good place to come to a close for this, for the sound connection. And since it's a sound connection, let's close in silence. No. Let's just take a minute of silence and maybe just to open to the sound of the inner smile. And the feeling. And thank you all for being here and joining in to the field, in the connection field. Have a beautiful weekend, wherever you are.
Thanks, Henry. Appreciate it.
I have a last question. Is it on the Facebook page of God of the Whole?
Yes, on are you asking about this event or another one?
No, the recording.
The recording, yes, I will post it.
Okay, thanks.
And it may also be on the YouTube channel for Good of the Whole is
Okay.
another way to access it potentially.
Perfect.
Good. Take care.
Bye.
Good night,
Bye-bye,
Carolyn. Good
everyone.
night.
Thank you.
And
Good night.